Hey Zags, Thane McCullough here. Over the past 11 years, I've recorded quite a few videos, but this just might be the most important one I've ever created. This is a video for all GU students, but especially our Zags living off campus and Zag families. I need to talk with you today about some actions we have to take together, so please stick with me until the end of this short video. Recently, I reread a great blog post by a writer named Noah Edelstein. At the beginning of a whitewater rafting trip here in the Pacific Northwest, his group was getting a safety briefing on what to do if you fall out of the boat and into the rapids. The answer? Stay calm, protect yourself, and, once you're safe, swim toward the boat. The key takeaway here was you have to be an active participant in your own rescue. Back in late April, we here at GU set a goal for ourselves, and it was to resume in-person instruction on campus this fall. At that time, the positive cases of COVID-19 in Spokane and many other parts of the U.S. were quite low. We were encouraged that we might actually be getting this virus under control. But our country and our community underestimated this tricky disease. We eased restrictions, we reopened business, and we began freely socializing again. And slowly but surely, positive cases of the virus began to increase. By late July, here in the state of Washington, new restrictions were introduced in an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19. Led by the data as to which age categories were seeing the largest increase in positive cases, access to bars and taverns, fitness centers, restaurants, and other social gathering places were restricted. Movie theaters, concert venues, and performance halls have still not been allowed to reopen. Face coverings were mandated in all businesses and even in public spaces. The good news, however, is that these measures do seem to be having an effect. The number of daily positive cases in Spokane is slowly beginning to decrease. People are working together to slow the spread. Now, all summer long, faculty, staff, and students have been working to set the stage for a safe and productive reopening of campus. But if there's one concern our local health authorities have expressed all through our planning, it's this: a fear that when students return, they will host or attend off-campus parties and social gatherings, new infections will occur, and the rate of community spread will increase. As you've probably seen over the past couple of weeks, some universities around the country have reopened already, welcoming students back to campus. But quickly overwhelmed with infected or exposed students, these universities have suspended in-person instruction and in some cases been forced to send students home. Tracing the contacts between students has revealed the source of transmission to be off-campus parties and social gatherings, where infected students who probably have no idea they have COVID infect other students. Now, I know we've all made a lot of sacrifices this year. None of us asked for this. But we also know that COVID-19 is a highly communicable disease which can have devastating effects, even on younger people. Here's another thing we know. These surges in positive cases are avoidable. It does take being intentional, and it takes everybody pitching in to do their part. We all have to be active participants in keeping ourselves and others healthy, and the evidence is clear. Taking the proper steps does work. So this is a time when we need everyone to join together for the health of our community. Thus far, we at GU have been granted the opportunity to continue our work, but this opportunity can quickly be taken away if local or state health authorities perceive that we, students, staff, faculty, and administrators are not taking this situation seriously and not doing our part to reflect this. So Zags, small social gatherings such as those among housemates and within residence halls, they're perfectly appropriate. But parties and larger gatherings of people on or off campus, these risk your health, the health of others in the Spokane community, and our ability to keep the Gonzaga campus open. The state has restricted social gatherings to groups of no more than 5 people. In compliance with public health orders, parties and gatherings are therefore prohibited, and we at GU have no choice but to hold leaseholders and hosts of such events accountable. I'm sharing this with you because you need to know. Small gatherings of housemates are okay, but it's just not the time to host or attend larger parties. We and the city can't take the risk of having an outbreak overwhelm our healthcare system. This week, we will be releasing a guide for off-campus students to provide you with information, resources, and guidance as to how we can work together to prevent the spread of COVID-19 at Gonzaga and in our local community. This guide will be distributed in a variety of ways, including via your Zag Mail account and on our website at gonzaga.edu ZagOn. Please make sure to take a look at this guide when it comes your way. This pandemic is serious, and it's not over. But it's not mission impossible either. This pandemic is not going to last forever. This fall, let's all work together in the fight against COVID-19. Let's wear our face coverings, wash our hands frequently, keep our distance, disinfect surfaces, and stay home or in your room and call us if you're not feeling well. Participate in the voluntary COVID-19 testing we will be hosting on campus. Together, we can work to decrease transmission of this disease, and if we do, just maybe, we will get to cheer our Zags on to more victories. Thank you for your attention, Zags, and we look forward to seeing you all very soon. Go Zags!